Hey guys, I am coming today with an isolation video. Obviously, I'm covered in a blanket. I've got my pajamas on. I'm cold, so I'm not going out anywhere today. So this is just more of a chit chat, sit down video of what I'm doing to keep safe. So first off is, as some of you know, I have a medical condition called ITP. It leaves me immunocompromised. So that can be a little bit hard to control when there's a crazy virus going around that can easily kill me if I was to catch it. I got a letter today from my consultant wanting me to go into the hospital. I'm not going. Simply as I'm not going to that appointment. I phoned up the woman I have more contact with than my... Well, I wouldn't say contact with. I've never actually met her once. I think I met her once. But she deals with all this. I phoned her up and she helps me. And actually, she's an amazing woman. She's arranged for this to be done via telephone. She's put a note on there just saying that it's a telephone appointment. She sent me blood forms so I can get my bloods done at the local GP office, which if you watch my last video, it's not in the main office. It's in its own building, so it's safer than being at a doctor's surgery or worse, the hospital. And she also arranged for me to have my medication sent to the house. She phoned me the other little while ago and said, your bloods are really bad, you need to do your medication. You need to start your injections again or just take one this week. And I was like, I have none. And she was like, can you get to the hospital? And I'm like, well, not really, no, because I have no way of getting up there. The buses aren't running as often. So she was like, okay, well, we don't really want you having to go out of your way too far. So she arranged a transport person, I don't know exactly what it was, to bring my medication to me. So that's been really helpful. So I'm not having to go to the hospital. I'm not having to pick up medication. And it's great. It's, she's been really good. The only medication I do have to pick up is my general tablets, but luckily they are on a they're on a repeat prescription, which means I can just go on an app, click request, it gets sent straight to the pharmacy and they will fill out my prescription. The pharmacy is right next door to where Lewis works, so he picks those up. The only one I have a little bit of trouble getting is my painkillers, because they're quite strong. But again, it's not too hard. I can request them. The GP has to agree with it, but they're okay giving me them. And then again, he picks them up at the GP. It's taking a little bit long. Picks them up, at the pharmacy. So the tablets are taking a little bit longer, but because I'm on them daily, I know how long I've got. So instead of leaving it now a week before I run out to request them, I leave it a week and a half to 2 weeks and then I request them. So I get them on time. It's not catastrophic if I don't take them for a day or two, but obviously I don't want to miss them. So health-wise, we're doing good. We're avoiding people, we're avoiding hospitals, we're avoiding GPs, we're avoiding everybody, which is the ideal situation at this time. The other thing obviously is the shops. Obviously I need to do shopping. And I'm looking over here because this is one thing that I get, which I'll go through with you in a minute. My shopping is done every 2 weeks, but at the moment, usually I can get away with pushing it to every 3 weeks. So I go to the shop and I pick up freezer, a few little freezer bits, a couple of bits of meat that I buy extra and I freeze it as well, and fridge things, sausage rolls, pork pie, Scotch eggs, basically lunch items that stay in the fridge, or juice, butter, things like that. And I'm getting them, like I said, every 2 to 3 weeks. 3 weeks at a push normally is when I have to go out and get them. and I do that in the evening. So it's a little bit safer. There's less people out, and actually I might even take you to a supermarket. I might take you to my local supermarket next time I go, and then you can see sort of how it is. I go to Tesco's because they seem to have more stuff on the shelf and less people going. I know Asda's is just as close, but they have people queuing. I think somebody said on Facebook they was waiting an hour to get in. So, although I go in the evening, I ain't going there. This is another thing I get. Once a week, I will get this big box delivered to me from the government or the food banks or something. Well, it doesn't even fit in frame. But it's not as big as it seems, to be honest. This is a box I get, like I say, once a week. And it just contains... half of this is empty now. I've actually put some of it away. It contains things like taters, because for some reason I half put the taters away. They're in a box, but they're not in the cupboard. I got potatoes, carrots, apples and oranges. We always get those 4 things. So this is the 3rd box I had. So although we're actually in week 6 of lockdown, 8 weeks if you're me, you have to be eligible to get this. They phone you up, and I get it because I'm immune compromised. They don't want me out. So this is I call it a government supply box. So what is in here? Like I said, potatoes, carrots, apples and oranges. Every week. I've had this 3rd box. Like I say, it comes once a week. This is the 3rd one. We get different things in it every week. We haven't had this before. It's just like chopped pork. I do actually buy this occasionally, and I chop this up with hot dogs and other type of tinned meat with mayonnaise. I chuck it into pasta and I call it a meal. Pasta rice. We got cereal. This week we got cornflakes. I think one week we got Ready Brek, which my partner loves. We get tinned veg. We got 1 tin of peas this week and 1 tin of oranges, which, like I say, I put half of this away and then I got bored, so. You also get 1 can of chopped tomatoes, which is great because I've got herbs. I can mix that with tomatoes to make a nice tomato pasta, and then tomato soup. We've had 3 cans of these every week for the last 3 weeks, and we get 3 cans in a box. I think I've still got 2 in the kitchen. But these are great for lunch with a couple of slices of bread, so, you know. And then you get things like biscuits, a couple of sachets of tea, a couple of sachets of coffee, tin of tuna every week as well. Oddly, today we got chili tuna. Never had that, but that would be nice. And then you get like a bottle of shower gel. I think we had 1 the very first week. We didn't have 1 last week, and we got 1 this week. So that's obviously keeping us topped up. This is the box that is enabling me to not have to go out every week and enabling me to only go out once every 3 weeks. This is the box that keeps me going through the week. And I'm so grateful for this box. Obviously, like I said, you have to be eligible for it. So I don't know how you're eligible. You get a phone call. And then how am I entertaining myself? Because Lewis works throughout the day and I can't go out for a walk. I can go out for a walk, but if my feet are feeling particularly bad, obviously I don't want to be going out. So how do I keep myself occupied? I have eBay. I have picking up DVDs at the local shop, and I have DVDs on Amazon. Yeah, this is what I'm doing for entertainment. I'm watching DVDs. I'm baking a lot, watching DVDs a lot. I have Netflix. Carol Baskin. People know what that means if you've watched Tiger King. It was kind of addicting. I see a lot about it, and yeah, she murdered her husband and fed him to the tigers. But yeah, so DVDs I've bought recently was this one. I think I got this on Amazon. This is a film called Doll's House. People start going missing and the doll's house suddenly has a load of residents. So, haven't watched it yet, but that seems quite good. Last week, or a couple of weeks ago, what I call is I do a Disney Sunday. Every Sunday I'll watch and sit down and I'll watch Disney classics normally. We watched Aladdin and then I found out there was Aladdin 2. Well, I knew there was Aladdin number 2, but I didn't know there was a third one. So I've ordered them off eBay. This one came. This is the Return of Jafar, which is Aladdin number 2. So that's being saved for a Sunday. And then these will probably get watched on a Sunday or throughout the week. 2 more Disney-ish classics. These are the live action of Lion King, which I wasn't too... I'm so sorry. I wasn't too keen on watching the live action films, but I've actually come to like some of them. So I'm starting to get a couple of them, but they won't beat the classics. And Lion King, I wondered, how can they get wild animals to do certain things? I know it's a lot of CGI, but I thought that would be a really good one to watch. And then one of my favourite Disney's, I say every film is my favourite one, but one of my favourite Disney films, Dumbo. And this is a live action again. And it's got Danny DeVito in it, which I think is a really funny actor. That's him there, the short guy. It's also got Colin Farrell in it, which is quite good as well. So, quite looking forward to these. I don't know why I'm so tired. So, that's what I've been doing for most of my entertainment. I've also been redecorating. You would have seen I redecorated the bedroom. Ran out of paint, but that managed to get some more paint when Lewis went to get some more cleaners. So, the bedroom's now completely finished. And the front room, I will give you a bit of a sneak peek, but we didn't film it, but it's purple. So the front room's been done. Stay. So the front room's been painted, the bedroom's been painted. That's obviously kept me occupied. It's given me something to do, and Lewis on his days off. And I've been baking cookies, cakes, you name it, I've baked it. And I take them to Lewis's mum, or Lewis will drop them off on the way to work. I only go and see her once a week. Well, I say see her, I knock on her door, I drop her some stuff off, and that's it. I then get a taxi back. I only see it for about 10 minutes a week, which is sad. But I also been doing deliveries online. I've been addicted to deliveries. We get these, I'll show you, goodie boxes. We've still got some crisps left from the goodie box. A guy locally owns a warehouse. He can't open his warehouse, obviously, so he does, now has been delivering food, and he calls them goodie boxes. We got one of those. We split it with his Lewis's mum, my mother-in-law. We split it with her. There's also a sweet hamper delivery coming tomorrow, and there is a secret box going to his mum's. She's not going to see this before, so yeah, we ordered a little box to go to her house. It's called a movie night box. It's got slushies, it's got popcorn, and it's got sweets and sherbet. So that's being delivered to hers tomorrow by a sweet lady that owns a sweet shop here locally. She delivers free of charge in Corby. Just pay her via PayPal, which is great. She will come to my flat. She'll come upstairs. She'll buzz. She'll come upstairs. I'll open the door. She'll put it at the top of the stairs. She'll go. I'll take the food in. So I've got that coming. And obviously Tesco's as and when I can deliver it. But entertainment-wise, it is just DVDs and Netflix and baking, and that's it. I go out once a week, so yeah, I don't really do much else. I do TikToks. I am going to upload those at some point. I don't know when, but there will be at least 2 or 3 TikTok videos coming, and I apologise. I will apologise in advance for my bad booty shaking, but my booty does shake. So yeah, that's all I have to talk to for you now, guys. If you are in the UK, stay home, stay safe, and this will be over soon. Catch you next time. Bye, guys.